Hey everyone, I'm Sam. I run an automation and consulting business called Profit Plug AI. We did over $400,000 last year. The goal is to hit $1 million by the end of this year. The way these videos usually go is I start off with some YouTube comment Q&A, then I dive into some business strategy and talk about the things that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis to essentially add another 40K a month to my business in hopes that these things can help you guys do the same for your business. And yes, let's dive into some questions that we got yesterday. First off, Karthik says, thanks for the response. Can you just make a video on what service or automation you are currently providing and getting paid for? And one more thing, you mentioned I spent money on Maker School for 3 months. What was the return you got? If I start from scratch, will it be helpful? All right. Now, talking about the stuff that I sell, I'll give you a high level overview, right? I started off selling everything to everyone. So, the way that usually worked was, let me draw this out for you. It started off with, here's me. I reached out to client one. They wanted marketing, they wanted some ops related stuff. I reached out to client 2. They wanted customer support. They also wanted lead nurture. Reached out to client 3. They wanted some RAG systems, basically a chatbot. They also wanted some content stuff. Client 4, it was a different story. You get the point. So basically, I was selling anything to everybody. So doesn't necessarily help. What did help was when I decided to only pick clients in the marketing space, because that's something that I kind of understand. So I decided that I will only pick automations in the marketing niche. And when I say marketing, it was mostly organic marketing, not counting ads or basically just ads, like everything except ads in the marketing space where we made automations for. And that is what has helped us essentially right now get to where we are. So talking about a bunch of automations that you can sell, a lot of content automations people pay for, a lot of, I'd say, video related automations, AI cloning related automations people pay for, a lot of email campaign management related automations people pay for. So there are patterns that you can see as you have more and more clients, but I would say to you that go after whatever you can. Niching down always helps. I am kind of mad at myself that I did not do it earlier, but I know that it did give me clarity on what I actually enjoyed and what my expertise was. And so I figured that marketing was a sweet spot, so I kind of did that more. Talking about Maker School, the remark that I have about that in general is anytime I have invested in education, for the most part, I have tried to get a positive return on it. No matter what course I've taken, I kind of go into these courses with the mentality that if there is one person out of this course that is going to make the best use of it, it's gonna be me. I think that's the Indian in me that kicks in. That's like, you know what, I paid for this. I gotta juice this out. Because of those things, I think I try to make the best of it. If you're considering joining Maker School, know that it's not as I'd say context relevant when it comes to Indians. That's the only thing that's missing. I had already run a business. I had already set up my company in Dubai. I had already sold to clients. I had already set up a payment processor before I joined in any of these courses. So I got help. But starting from scratch, I don't want to say yes or no. I love the guy, but also I don't know where you're at. But based on this information, if it helps you take a better decision, go for whatever your heart tells you, man. And I wish you best luck. Next up, Yash Bharadwaj asks, let me zoom in on this. Please let me zoom in. Wait, what? What? Okay. Ah. Do you start with a niche or decide as per automation? Because that could help multiple businesses. For example, lead qualification system or a lead nurture system can be sold to multiple sectors. So should I just target one niche or cater to multiple niches? The reason for asking this: why deal in a particular industry only when the same thing can be sold with a few edits, changes, and be sold to multiple industries? Valid point. Um, Question two is, if suppose the answer is selling automations to different industries, then should I create different agencies or do it under the same agency? Well, I don't have to. Okay. Question number three: do these lead automations actually sell, or are these just YouTube CC hype? I don't know what CC is. Um, but to your point, talking about lead nurture, lead generation, these kind of automations, you have to understand that these sell performance based. So I typically try to stay away from stuff like this, because what I like to do is sell you an automation, deliver the automation, be done with it, right? I don't want to do anything else after that. With these sort of lead generation, lead nurture stuff, it's easy to sell because you're like, yo, I'm going to get you 1,000 leads. So all you need to do is pay me some money and only pay after you get the leads, or you basically get your money back, something like that. So it's easy to sell, but it's super hard to fulfill. You need to have a very good offer, and you need to have very solid delivery. If you have solid delivery, I mean, this shit blows like crazy. Like I've seen people hit 10 million a year with lead generation agencies. So by all means, if you're good at it, go ahead. I would say it always makes sense to niche down rather than sell the same thing to multiple industries. I was in the same boat. I used to think the same thing. So imagine this: if I create a um, say a lead generation thing for content creators, I get them leads for sponsorships, for example, hypothetically. Could this work for, say, other media businesses? Potentially, yes. Could this also work for, say, I don't know, um, like television? Maybe you could tweak it. If you're just reaching out to people and getting them deals, you could basically extrapolate this thing to basically everything out there in the market, right? Shitty example now that I think of it, but think about it this way. I have this thing, right? This stuff is really valuable, right? One version of this I can fulfill to, say, Avatar 1. Another version of this I can sell to Avatar 2. Minor tweaks I can sell to Avatar 3. The recommendation is to stick to one avatar, one thing, like one thing, one avatar, and reach out to them through one channel till you hit 1 million a year. These are not my words. I I paid somebody else $1,000 a month to be told this thing. So consider this advice free. And the reason for that is, if you sell to only one avatar, even though it's easy to sell to other people, if you want to make quick cash, but you really want to dominate one market and be the best at that. So what you want is, if you're selling only and only to, say, lead generation for content creators who are between 10 to 100k subs in the finance niche, right? You, if you go to market that, hey, I do this, somebody who is the exact same avatar is likely to pay you $5,000 for your service, rather than you saying, I sell lead generation to YouTubers. Anybody, right? I'm less likely to pay you, right? I'll probably pay you $500. 5,000, probably not. But if your stuff is really specific, really niche down, it makes you a lot more money. Also, you have to learn sales less, because otherwise you need to learn about the pain points for everybody, right? You need to learn about pain points for avatar 1, avatar 2, avatar 3. You don't want to do that. You really want to nail one avatar, and once you get very good at it, once you make $1 million, by all means, like, do other things, but till then, probably not. So the answer to the first question is no. So you should also not start different agencies for that. Do these sell? Yes, these lead automation sell, but performance based for the most part. So take your pick there. And regarding this, I don't know how deep into your business you are, but what I have seen people do is they typically run a lead generation agency, say for some particular niche. Then they scale their agency. They scale their agency to a couple million a year. Then they sell their agency. Then they wait for 2 years for the non-compete clause to end, and then they start the same agency again, in an adjacent niche. So, I mean, if you're there, by all means, bro, like, go ahead, Godspeed. um, but yeah, it's wild, wild west out there. So do what you wanna. Ankur says, Mr. Beast getting nervous. Congrats, Sam. Appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it, Ankur. I did hit 69 subs, bros. It's a great number. Why specific number of subscribers as achievement? If you are a man of culture, you understand. As you can tell, I am feeling much better today. I am recovering fast. And this is going to be one of the last half-assed updates that I've done regarding what I am doing right now. I am doing a bunch of financing, invoicing. I have also gotten a chance to write a lot. So in my notebook, if I can show it to you guys, I have been journaling about the lessons that I've learned from this fuck up of mine and how I need to take care of my health going forward. That's the lesson that I have for myself personally. And I also do have solid plans for what's about to come. So I'm super, super excited. I hope you all are as excited as I am. If not, I'll make sure of that. And yeah, I think it should be the end of the update from me now. All right. Catch you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.